Good morning. Wednesday morning, about just before 10 o'clock, heading out to the veggie garden to go and try and recover what we can after this huge heat wave. So while I've been fanning around, Mandy's been busy cleaning out the cucumber beds, taking out all of the sunflowers that we didn't plant, getting ready for phase 2 of the next batch of cucumbers. We're going to see if we can revive some of these with Epsom salts. Mandy got ruthless on the baby marrows as well because they weren't looking good. I don't know what's going on with those leaves. They're supposed to look something like that, I believe. It's a patty pan. Like I said, getting ruthless. Yeah, the other one looks a lot better, so we'll get a new string and wrap it up. And then Epsom salt them when you finish clearing and see what happens. So that's what it looks like at the moment. Cleaned up. Finally time to toss some compost. Gotta get rid of this stuff first. Yucca leaves take too long to decompose, so we'll just burn them. Now's not the time of day to be doing this. 11:30, hottest part of the day. Could have picked shade work. Explain to the people what we're doing today.
Yesterday I cleaned up a lot of the mildew. There's still a few more. Yanked out the bad plants. This morning I'm just tossing over. The soil is exceptionally dry. So we're going to go get some of our compost. Work it in. We've just grown more pips.
And get them
Fill
planted.
up here, but I want stronger string.
Yeah, sort the string out first. Okay, I'll get started on
and
that
give
then.
it a feed of Epsom salts.
Yeah, okay, we'll check that out.
Yeah.
Cool.
They
Let's
do
get
look a
to
little
it.
bit healthier than yesterday, I must
No, they
say.
do. Since you cut all those crappy leaves and that off, they do seem better. Okay, take 2. Okay, so replaced the strings up this side. You see they're slightly thicker and hairier than the string I used before. Hopefully that'll help them climb better. Okay, so this is our compost going on top of the other compost. This is a combination of ours and store-bought, isn't it?
I don't think there's anything wrong with ours here.
No, not with our stuff. I'm saying that we've got a combination in here of ours and store-bought compost.
I think the store-bought has lost goodness.
I don't think it had any to start with. Time will tell. It's not great,
Nothing wrong with it.
but should have some goodness in it. Lesson learned, keep these piles wet, wetter than you think they need to be because it's so hot here. That's not too bad. It's looking a lot better. You've been busy, babe. You've been busy. Looks much better. Ready for Epsom salts?
Yeah.
So we've topped the beds up with some of our own compost. Mandy's now scattering Epsom salts around the cucumbers. See if that revives them a bit. and then we'll water them in with a hand, but by hand. We didn't send the drippers on these two raised beds today. Precise measurements, 2 teaspoons per plant. That's about it. Okay, so it's Wednesday the 27th of July. We've just applied Epsom salts to cucumbers and bicarbonate of soda to the tomatoes. We'll check back in a few days and see if it's made any difference. Tomatoes are not looking good, taking strain. We'll see, time will tell. So now we're scattering coffee grounds. Try and mess with the ants. Keep them away. Which will hopefully mean aphids don't come because there's no ants to protect them. That's the theory. So that's it for today. It's 12:30. It's 37 degrees. Time to get out the sun. Should have got out of the sun earlier. But that's the cucumber bed cleaned up, filled up with potting soil. We've got a couple of seedlings that we've just planted. The one there, a couple more. I mean, those came up in about what, babe? 5 days? Just disappeared. And same for the first bed of tomatoes. Hopefully it improves. We're done now.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
Okay, so it's the next morning, Thursday morning. Maybe it's my imagination or wishful thinking, but these cucumbers seem to look a bit better since we applied, what do we put on them? It was bicarb on the tomatoes, Epsom salts, that's right, Epsom salts. I think they look better already. And this first row of tomatoes that we've topped up with our compost and given bicarbonate of soda to seem to look better. I'll have to check in the video from yesterday. But it looks better to me. This is part of take 2. Got all these seedlings to plant. Try and get some melons and a few other bits and bobs. Okay, so today this bed needs to get tidied up, new drip tubes put in so we can plant our melons today. Today. Okay, so we swapped out the drip tube on this first bed. We haven't pulled them tight yet because we're going to pull them away and just dig over the compost and add a bit more compost to it. Now the reason we've swapped out the drip tube is, if you have a look over here, you'll see the tube with a blue stripe only has an emitter every 600 millimeters. So we swapped it out to one that has an emitter every 300 millimeters. Where? That's good enough.
That right?
Yeah.
Just right on the end there.
Whoops.
It's close. It's gonna get it there.
It's good enough. We'll go get more wood chip.
Yeah, I didn't get it straight.
It's not the end of the world. Okay, 777, fertilizer going in to see if we can get the soil to do something. We'll just water it in by hand. Yeah. Melons going in. How many different varieties? A few.
Yeah. Watermelon.